we are thrilled to officially kick off our 2020 Joint Convention and Career Fair.
And for the first time, we're convening virtually in our living rooms rather than our comfy conference rooms and banquet halls that you usually pack. But while the in-person crowds may be missing, I want you to know all of the drive, energy, and passion you've come to know and expect from NABJ and NHJ, it's still right here.
And we've got almost 3,000 people here for this virtual conference. Almost 3,000! I'm really excited about that.
I think it has to be the largest convention for journalists going virtual that's ever happened, especially for journalists of color, and we are getting to lead the way yet again to make this happen.
And to the NABJ family, what I wish I could do most right now is to hug you, every single one of you. I am proud of the amazing stories you are producing despite the challenges you face in the field covering the pandemic and the civil unrest and the frustrations you experience in newsrooms fighting for equal treatment and respect. The National Board hears you.
I don't think one person saw me do one thing really well and said, oh, there's our guy. It doesn't happen that way. It is a body of work, which means then you have to be good consistently.
Few things have changed about the criminal justice system in America. Across the country, racial disparity pervades.
We as journalists cannot disengage the prison population from the fact that it is a business now.
I think bringing our humanity into the stories we tell helps the viewer and the reader connect to those stories in ways they might not otherwise.
But to have a character actually tell you the hardest story of their life in front of a camera that's going to then be shown in a piece to millions and millions of people takes more than just booking someone.
The tick, tick, tick starts on Sunday evening. That's when it's done. I mean, you have to be finished then. But I always like to have it done midweek so that you can go back into the edit room. There's always some little thing. I mean, even if it's just giving someone a couple of extra frames at the end of a sentence so that it sounds like their sentence actually came to an end.
This is really cool too, alerts. So if you're not using this already, a lot of journalists kind of like keep this as their best friend that they don't tell their other friends about.
The further out the key terms are, you're basically telling Google that it's less important.
In order to hold people accountable, you really have to be prepared to have your evidence in front of you, but you also have to be aware of the follow-ups.
I really believe that the value and power of being a Black journalist is the fact that you come to the table with your thoughts, feelings, life experience. That's your value around the editorial table, that no one else has that experience. I own my Blackness. And if I could have said something to the younger journalist in me, it would have been that. Own it sooner.
I believe that ultimately, the place that we all hope to be, we will arrive there when men and women who look like us are the ones who are at the very top of the organization, who own the organization, who say, here's what I want, period, full stop.
The ideas are there. The plan is easily assembled. The will, the determination, the political power to make it happen is where the battle lies.
Find the place where your voice is the strongest and use that. I find that has helped me in my career to really make myself heard when maybe the traditional ways of being heard in the newsroom weren't quite a great fit.
How do you contribute to the movement as an artist?
Your best tools are in your voice, and what you say and when you speak and when you speak from your heart.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 31st Sam Lacey Pioneer Award hosted by the NABJ Sports Task Force.
I wanted to give a shout out and wish the best of luck to the NABJ Sports Task Force on your virtual scholarship jam.
Let's get back to the music.
Welcome to the NABJ-NAHJ newscast. I'm Tyreek Wynn.
And I'm Akayla Gardner.
Kenny Cooper, NABJ-NAHJ News.
"2020 has been unlike any year we've seen during our lifetimes, but it has proven that more Black journalists and diversity are needed in newsrooms across the country. It's also shown us that NABJ is just as relevant as it was 45 years ago when it was founded.
We were 15 women and 29 men in 1975 when we huddled in a hotel room in Washington, D.C. to form our organization. We came from white newsrooms and the Black press. We were from radio, television, and newspapers.
We all need to thank our partners who have not only stuck resolutely with NABJ during these difficult times forced by COVID-19 and social unrest, but actually have increased their engagement.
And I want to thank you for all the work you do by strengthening diversity in our press, and strengthening quality and capacity of the press, and is broadening our perspective and, deepening our connection with each other. And we need that more now than ever. And we need people who know about it.
I know that you are fighting for equality and justice. And I know it's not easy. So as Auntie Jennifer, I'm telling you to take care of yourself, be gentle,